In the quiet town of Umuokpara, where the palm trees sway like ancient dancers and the moon often whispers to the earth, there lived a young man called Okafor. Okafor was known in every corner of the village, not for wealth, not for wisdom, but for his fearless nature. They said he would walk into the forest at midnight just to pluck a ripe pawpaw, or swim across the river when the waters were roaring like thunder. But in all his courage, Okafor had one weakness. He loved Adis. Adis was the daughter of the village's wealthiest trader, Momankem. She was as graceful as a gazelle, with eyes that seemed to read the soul. Many men came to ask for her hand, wealthy men, titled men, but Adis' heart belonged only to Okafor. And that was the problem. Okafor was poor. His heart was small, his pockets empty, and Momankem had sworn, "Over my living body will Adis marry a man with nothing but courage." One fateful market day, a strange old man arrived in Umuokpara. His hair was white as cotton, his walking stick carved from the bone of some unknown beast, and his eyes, they glowed faintly, like coals hidden under ash. He called himself Onwu, and claimed he was a traveler who could grant anyone a single wish, but only if they dared to pay his price. The villagers laughed at him, except Okafor. That night, Okafor found the old man by the riverbank. "Boba," Okafor said, "I want wealth. Enough to marry Adis." The old man's lips curled into a strange smile. "I will give you wealth," he said, "but in return, you will borrow my shadow for one day." Okafor frowned. "Your shadow?" The old man leaned closer. His voice was cold. "I am death. My shadow is my power. If you carry it for one day, all wealth will be yours. But be warned, at the setting of the next sun, you must return it, or you will take my place forever." The next morning, Okafor awoke in a mansion of gold and ivory. His hut had vanished. Fine clothes hung from walls, servants bowed as he passed, and at the gate stood Momankem herself, smiling and calling him his son-in-law. That day, he paid the bride price for Adis, and the entire village danced until the moon rose high. But as the night deepened, something strange began to happen. Wherever Okafor walked, people grew weak. A goat dropped dead in the square. A child fainted while fetching water. Shadows seemed to stretch unnaturally towards him. By noon the next day, the village had grown silent. No laughter. No trading. Just the heavy presence of something cold in the air. Adis noticed. "My love, something is wrong. Since you became wealthy, joy has left this place." Okafor's heart pounded. He remembered the old man's warning, sunset was near. Okafor ran to the river where Onwu had first appeared. But the old man was nowhere to be found. Instead, from the mist rose dozens of pale figures, their faces blank, their feet never touching the ground. They circled him. "You carry the shadow of death," they whispered. "The owner has gone far. If he does not return by sunset, you will wear it forever." Panic seized him. He tore through the forest, calling for Onwu, offering to give back every coin, every jewel. But the wind swallowed his voice. The sun sank lower. The sky turned red. As the last sliver of sunlight touched the horizon, a figure appeared on the path, Onwu, smiling, as if he had been watching all along. Okafor dropped to his knees. "Take it back. Take it back before the sun disappears." Onwu chuckled. "You lasted longer than most. But remember, the shadow was never truly mine to give. It came from the greed in your own heart." Before Okafor could speak, the final ray of sunlight vanished, and the world went silent. The villagers searched for him the next day. They found the mansion gone, the wealth vanished, and in its place, a tall, dark figure at the edge of the forest, as glowing faintly like coals. Okafor had become death's new shadow. And so the people of Umuokpara tell their children, "Be careful what you wish for even death may smile if you offer your soul in trade." Some nights, they say, Adis still hears him whisper her name in the wind.